I saw Bigfoot. Real encounters that will give you chills. Montana's Bigfoot encounter. St. Mary's Peak, 1974. I'll never forget that day in September 1974. The day I saw something I can't explain. My friends and I, a group of university students, set out to hike St. Mary's Peak, about 30 miles west of Missoula in the Bitterroot Mountains. We split up. 2 guys went straight for the summit. I took it slow because of my knee. And 2 of my friends, Diane and Kathy, trailed behind, collecting leaves for an art project. I stopped to rest on a rocky ledge, soaking in the view, when I noticed 2 figures emerge from the trees below. At first, I thought nothing of it. This was a popular hiking spot, but then something felt off. They were moving too fast, much too smooth for humans on rough terrain. My heart started pounding. As they got closer, I saw them clearly. 2 massive black-haired creatures walking upright. Their strides were effortless, almost gliding over the landscape. Then just as quickly, they vanished into a deep ravine. I was frozen. What did I just see? Right then, Diane and Kathy ran up to me, faces pale. "Chris, we saw something weird on that ridge," Diane gasped. Kathy cut in. At first, we thought it was Bob and Dick coming down from the summit, but they were huge and covered in hair. That was Bigfoot, wasn't it? We compared notes with the others. The guys admitted if they'd had guns, they might have shot first, asked questions later, which could have been a deadly mistake. So here's the takeaway. If you're out in Bigfoot country, wear bright colors, because you never know what's really out there. Montana farm sighting. Helena, 1976. It was April 4th, 1976, just after dawn. I was 16 years old, waking up on our farm west of Helena, Montana. Something outside my window caught my eye. A huge, hairy creature was striding across our pasture. I grabbed my binoculars, my hands shaking. It was 8 feet tall, covered in black hair except for its face, hands, and feet. Its forehead sloped, jaw jutted out, and its nose was flat. But what really freaked me out, its eyes never stopped scanning, just like a coyote in hostile territory. Then, as it neared our haystack, another one appeared. Slightly shorter, but identical. I bolted downstairs to wake my dad. But by the time we got back to the window, they were gone. We called the sheriff. 2 deputies arrived and found the footprints. 17.5 inches long, 7 inches wide. 3 distinct toe marks. My sister and I even made a plaster cast of one. Later, I learned from the sheriff's office that there had been multiple Bigfoot sightings in our county over the past year and a half. Some witnesses had demanded lie detector tests to prove they weren't lying. They passed. One officer told the Great Falls Tribune, "So far, Bigfoot hasn't harmed anyone. We're telling people, don't shoot with a gun, shoot with a camera." As of November 1977, the sightings were still happening, but Bigfoot still refuses to be caught. The Sierra Bigfoot, Nevada, 1890, the Wild Man of Lundy, was walking through Vining Creek Canyon when I saw him. A giant, wild-looking man, unlike anything I'd ever encountered. He was covered in coyote skins, wearing round Indian snowshoes, and his hair and beard were pure white. Despite his age, he moved like a deer, climbing the canyon walls with insane speed. I was too shocked to follow, but I wasn't the first to see him. Years earlier, this same wild man snatched a woman off her mule in front of her friends and vanished into the timber near Mount Dana. A search party found her the next day in a half-conscious state, unable to explain what happened. Some say he was a forgotten prospector gone mad, but many believe the truth is stranger. To this day, locals insist he wasn't just a wild man. He was Bigfoot. And guess what? Some say he's still out there. Utah's White Bigfoot. August 1977. We were hiking near Pass Lake, right at the head of the Weber River drainage. I was with my son, my friend Larry Beeson, and a few other kids. We stopped on a ridge overlooking a small hidden lake. And that's when we saw it. It was standing at the water's edge, easily 10 feet tall, covered in white hair that ran down its shoulders and back. One of the teenagers threw a rock. The creature whipped its head around and stared right at us. Then, it was gone. We reported it to the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources. A state conservation officer confirmed it wasn't a grizzly. Grizzlies were nearly extinct in Utah. My friend Jay Barker, an experienced hunter, swore it wasn't a bear. I know what I saw. It was walking like a man. The state sent Jerry Dahlberg, a wildlife officer, to investigate. "We covered a lot of ground," he said, Some of it so wild humans had probably never set foot there. We found no droppings, overturned rocks, or animal carcasses. Things we'd expect from a bear. So where did it go? The Upper Weber River is one of the most remote areas in the West. Maybe, just maybe, that's exactly why Bigfoot calls it home.
Like and follow for more Bigfoot sightings.
Have you ever seen something you can't explain?
Drop your story in the comments.
And don't forget to like and follow for more real-life encounters with the unknown.